The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke.
Glory to the Lord.
Each year, Jesus' parents went to Jerusalem for the feast of Passover. And when he was 12 years old, they went up according to the festival custom. After they had completed its days as they were returning, the boy Jesus remained behind in Jerusalem, but his parents did not know it. Thinking that he was in the caravan, they journeyed for a day and looked for him among their relatives and acquaintances. But not finding him, they returned to Jerusalem to look for him. After 3 days, they found him in the temple, sitting in the midst of the teachers, listening to them and asking them questions. And all who heard him were astounded at his understanding and his answers. When his parents saw him, they were astonished. And his mother said to him, "Son, why have you done this to us? Your father and I have been looking for you with great anxiety." And he said to them, "Why were you looking for me? Did you not know that I must be in my Father's house?" But they did not understand what he said to them. He went down with them and came to Nazareth and was obedient to them. And his mother kept all these things in her heart. And Jesus advanced in wisdom and age and favor before God and man. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
In our time, in this present age, families may be blended. They may be combined, separated, and even fractured. And we could use many other terms to describe family for today. Today's gospel refers to the Holy Family's road trip or pilgrimage to Jerusalem for the Passover. But something terribly goes wrong. Jesus is lost. There's nothing worse for a parent than to lose a child. I think back over this past year of the news reports of the children who went missing, and what anguish and fear their parents must be experiencing, not knowing where their child is. Years ago, when I was at the local mall with my wife and daughter, I was looking at something on one of the racks, I don't even remember, and all of a sudden I turned around and she was gone. The anxiety and the stress, I knew firsthand of what Mary and Joseph must have felt like in that moment. I'm thinking to myself, where did she go? Where is she? All of a sudden, I happened to turn and see her 3 aisles away, looking at some toys. The anxiety and the stress went down. And I can relate to what Mary and Joseph must have felt like this morning, or that morning when Jesus went missing. Perhaps panic is as old as Jesus. We hear about it in today's gospel. I imagine that Mary's anxiety was heightened. Jesus had always been in danger. Mary could have been stoned while he still kicked inside of her. Then we find out that the wise men who came for a visit unknowingly became part of a devious plan to kill the child. Since the Annunciation, Mary understood the importance of her child. We are reminded of Mary's love when we see that beautiful sculpture, the Pieta, holding her grown son as he has been taken down from the cross. We see in Mary the anguish, the concern, and the love that binds our families together. We know of Mary's love because of our own love for our children, whom we love so very much and would do anything for them. A parent's love cannot be described. One of the glimpses into Mary's parenting is found in today's gospel. Mary treasured all of these things in her heart. Mary learned to treasure things, even when she was frustrated and angry with Jesus for disappearing. She treasured things. In the cries of the sleepless nights, in those exhausting days, in the thrill of those first words of a child, in the fear of parental love, Mary treasured things. How do we treasure things today? It's easy in our current culture. We take photos just about anywhere and of anything with our children, if we have the right phone. Or we can have those special pictures taken every 3 to 6 months at the local photo studio. We can even have those images made into calendars and mugs. Even that special trip to Walt Disney World will be treasured even more if we dress our children up in those cute outfits and have pictures taken of them in the theme park. But as we buy into these products that manufacture memories for us, are we able to take delight in our children? It is so easy to become distracted by these products, but somehow Mary treasured all those things without the most advanced smartphone. With the marketing of memories, we become interested in what we do not have rather than what we have right in front of us. We forget to treasure those moments with our children. Can we delight in the smell of a baby's head? Can we marvel at those tiny fingers? Can we sit in wonder at the wisdom that each child collects as they grow older? Can we laugh as they begin to appreciate humor? Can we notice the divine favor that grows with these passing years? Can we delight in the small accomplishments that our children make? Can we delight in the grace that God gives to each child? Mary treasured all of these things in her heart. Even with the anxiety of parenthood, she knew how to be amazed at the small things. May God grant us the wisdom and love so that we might learn to do the same.